Hey there, I'm Captain Meme, and I make Beat Saber YouTube videos. Quite a lot of them, in fact. I got my index in September 2021, and before the end of the year, I'd played just under 500 custom maps, a lot of them becoming videos on this channel. Now, I don't tend to revisit maps very much, because there are an absolute ton of new ones out there to try. If I've already done a video on something, I'll generally only do one more at most, and that's only if I really enjoyed it. I want to change that today, and spotlight some of the best, the ones that really stood out to me in 2021. It should quickly be noted that these maps weren't all made in 2021, but I did play them all in 2021. I went back and replayed 40 of the maps that I remembered being particularly good, and whittled it down to the top 20 from there, which are the 20 you'll see in this video. Mappers in general, and particularly these ones, are the real heroes of Beat Saber, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. Thank you all so much. At number 20, we have a track from the Undertale soundtrack with a name almost as long as the song's length. Can you really call this a hotel? I didn't receive a mint on my pillow or anything. Mapped by Novashaft. This map breaks a lot of the mapping rules and makes you move in unintuitive ways, but I'm a bit of a sucker for maps like that when they're well designed, and this one is slow enough to make it all work. At number 19, we have a mega mix of tracks from Tetris 99, mapped by Red Magi and the Ramen Noodle group. This map is rather long, and it does not go easy on you. You'll probably see me tiring out towards the end of it. The patterns are very intuitive though, it fits perfectly with the music, and it is incredibly satisfying to pass. If you told me there was a good Beat Saber map over 10 minutes long when I started trying out custom maps, I would not have believed you. To keep you going that long, it has to be something special. The music has to be good enough to keep you going, the patterns have to be nice to play but simple and slow enough not to be exhausting. One person who actually achieved this and made a fantastic 11-minute long map is Skya Mechanic. Coming in at number 18, this is Reach the Summit from Celeste. At number 17, we have a track that is very well known in Beat Saber, but this probably isn't the map you know. Reality Check Through the Skull by DM Dokuro was the first Beat Saber video I ever saw over on Tempex's channel, but Tempex played a fairly awkwardly mapped version that has the downside of possibly breaking your controllers, and trust me, you do not want to break VR controllers. Plus One Rabbit, Bloodcloak, and Quasix swooped in and saved my controllers by creating their own version of the map, one that feels fantastic to play without compromising too much on the difficulty. Number 16 could actually be any of Origin TT's fantastic Dear Evan Hansen maps, as they went to the effort of mapping the entire soundtrack of the musical, and all of them work incredibly well. A couple of my favourites are Anybody Have a Map and Sincerely Me, but the one I'll highlight in this video is the one I think is the best of the pack. That is Good For You.
So you found a place where the grass is greener, and you jump the fence to the other side. Is it good? Are they giving you a world I could never provide? Well, I hope you're proud of your big decision. Yeah, I hope it's all that you want and more. Now you're free from the agonizing life you were living before. And you say what you need to say so that you get to walk away. It would kill you to have to stay trapped when you've got something new. Well, I'm sorry I had it rough, and I'm sorry I'm not enough. Thank God they rescued you. So you got what you always wanted. So you got your dream come true. Good for you. Good for you, you. Got a taste of a life so perfect. So you did what you had to do. Good for you. Good for you. Does it cross your mind to be slightly sorry? Do you even care that you might be wrong? Was it fun? Well, I hope you had a blast while you dragged me along. And you say what you need to say, and you play who you need to play. And if somebody's in your way, crush them and leave them behind. Well, I guess if I'm not of use, go ahead and cut me loose. Go ahead now, I won't mind. I'll shut my mouth and I'll let you go. Is that good for you? Would that be good for you? I'll just sit back while you run the show. Is that good for you? Would that be good for you? I need some time to think. The boat is about to sink. Can erase my own relief. Tell me how can you change the story? All the words that I can't take back, like a train coming off the track. All the rails and the bolts are back. I gotta find a way to stop it, just let me on. Say that what you always wanted. Say that your dream come true. Good for you. Good for you. Got a taste of a life so perfect. Now you say that you're someone new. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Say you got what you always wanted.
Coming in at number 15, we have one of my favourite tracks from NCS, Electronomia's Summer Vibes, mapped by Weldon Wen. I'm just gonna let the video do the talking for this one. Just watch it and you'll see why it's in my top 20. Number 14 on my list comes from the single most prolific mapper in Beat Saber, Joe-tastic. I enjoy Joe's maps so much that I've commissioned him a couple of times to make maps for songs I wanted to see in the game, from Kaino, Obra Dinn, and Divinity Original Sin 2, but I've excluded them from consideration here to avoid excessive bias. This map, Bone Bottom, from the Hollow Knight Silksong soundtrack, is actually very different to his normal style. It's much slower and more relaxed. But in making it, he showed his versatility, and along with Skeely on the lights, managed to make a map that just feels magical. For those who don't know, Noodle Extensions is a mod that lets mappers do, well, pretty much whatever they want to do. It takes a lot of skill to work with, but the results tend to be incredible experiences. You might be a little surprised that Noodle maps haven't featured in this list yet. Maybe you're assuming they're taking up all of the top spots. That's not actually true. While there were a fair few of them on my shortlist, and they were all excellent, only 3 of them made it into my final list, because I think, to me, a lot of the appeal of Noodle maps is the fresh experience, and on the replay, that's not really there. One of the standouts that didn't quite make it, but that you should still absolutely play, is Somewhere Out There by Swifter, Monty, and Reddick. It will completely blow your mind in terms of what can be done in this game. However, the first of the three that did make it into the top 20 is much more low-key than that. Storm Pacer's Ocean Map doesn't have you teleporting through a series of fantastical locations, you're just on a raft, swaying from side to side as you float across a vast ocean and cut blocks to the music. There's something incredibly atmospheric about it, and that's there no matter how many times you've played it before. It's well deserving of its spot at number 13. Also, check out the shape of the islands. That made me chuckle when I spotted it.
I saw an angel looking at me. All she wanted was to go to the sea. Don't worry, Mom, 'cause I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Don't worry, Mom, 'cause I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the ocean. To the ocean. Wish I told you I loved you more. Maybe I was lost before. Showed affection to only God. While the sunset made me call. Swear I won't complain no more. Doesn't matter if we're rich or poor. Found out that we don't live to die. Even though there is no reason why. Don't worry, Mom, 'cause I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Don't worry, Mom, 'cause I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the ocean. To the ocean. To the ocean. To the ocean.
Number 12 is a map by a YouTuber you should check out if you haven't before, Javrier. Not only does he make tons of videos, he makes fantastic maps, and to me the best of all of them is this one right here, Snakes, from the League of Legends series, Arcane.
I can see it in your face.
Coming in at number 11, we have King Konga from the Crypt of the Necrodancer OST, mapped by Original. Usually on maps, I hit restart when I fail and I need to try again. This was the first map that made me hit restart when I passed, just to experience it one more time. It was also my channel trailer for a long time because, at least to me, it was almost as satisfying to watch as it was to play. I adore this map. To begin the top 10, we have a mapper I think everyone will have been expecting to make this list, and that is SP234. SP234's maps aren't usually all that difficult, but the way he uses wall movement and positioning, combined with the type of music he maps, just puts it an enjoyment level above the rest, even for very experienced players. In the number 10 spot, we have his map of Deep Rock Galactic's The Last Ascent. Coincidentally, that's another game I love. know how right at the start I said I'm a sucker for maps that break rules and make you move in interesting ways? Two Steps from Hell's Professor Pumplestickle, mapped by Ruckus, is the poster child for that motto. The kinda weird patterns mean that I've never full comboed this map, but the enjoyment I get from playing this more than makes up for it, and puts it in the number 9 spot. Coming in at number 8, we have UNATCO Mothership Loudspeakers Remix from the original Deus Ex. This is another 10-minute map, and as I said before, those are really hard to make well because of the possibility of exhaustion. But in this one, the music and the motion is all just so high energy and adrenaline inducing that I found pushing through to feel more natural than giving up. Don't get me wrong, I was completely wiped out when I finished, but Shuxruri and MC Banana made an experience here that keeps you going until the very end regardless.
see some action.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic. We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its king. Not better than kings. Gods.
Burn, all right.
Number 7 is another Two Steps from Hell song, this time Star Sky, mapped by Edgy Dio. This is one of the earlier maps that use mapping extensions, and while it's not quite as pretty as the modern Noodle maps, the wall art combined with the music and excellent mapping makes you feel like you're inside the song. This is probably the Beat Saber custom map that I've gone back to the most times, and for very good reason. At number 6, we have our second Noodle map, Alan Walker's Dark Side, by the light designer Riz the Snuggie and Liam 2005. I don't have words for this, it's just beautiful. Take a look. To begin our top 5, we have another SP234 map, or rather a whole group of them. This slot is for all of SP234's Ori and the Blind Forest maps, which are once again not all that difficult, but still feel spectacular to play. Most of the soundtrack has been mapped, so I had a lot to choose from, but the one that stood out to me the most was Restoring the Light Facing the Dark. These maps all also have fantastic single saber versions, which, as a single saber fan, I appreciate and highly recommend you check out. Fourth place goes to Just Dash and Dodge, a mashup of the Just Shapes and Beats soundtrack. This map goes through a number of different pattern styles correlating to the different songs that are mashed up, and all of them flow really well, despite being a bit too difficult for me to full combo. This map is great fun to play, the music is an absolute banger, and Jackodej has done a great job putting it all together. Taking the third place spot, we welcome back Joe-tastic with his map of Enemy from Imagine Dragons for Arcane League of Legends. This map is the most popular video on this channel, and for good reason. Joe put together an exceptional track. Very quickly too, I might add. I still haven't managed to clear the rap section without missing a block, but take it from me, that's more of a skill issue than anything. This map flows ridiculously well.
I wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're great, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Look out for yourself. My enemy. Look out for yourself. But I'm ready. Your words up on the wall as you're praying for my phone, and the laughter in the holes and the names that I've been called. I stack it in my mind and I'm waiting for the time when I show you what it's like to be worse fit in the mind. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Look out for yourself. My enemy. Look out for yourself.
Look, okay, I'm hoping that somebody pray for me. I'm praying that somebody hope for me. I'm staying where nobody supposed to be, but proposed to being a wreck of emotions. Ready to go whenever you let me know. The road is long, so put the pedal into the flow. The energy on my trail, my energy unavailable. I'ma tell him I send away go. Hey, when I'm fly on my drop to the top, I've been out of shape, taking out the box. I'm an astronaut. I blasted off the planet, rock that caused catastrophe, and it matters more because I had it. Now I had a thought about wreaking havoc on an opposition, kinda shocking. They want a static with precision. I'm automatic quarterback. I ain't talking second packet, pack it up, I don't panic, batter up. Who the baddest? It don't matter, cause we is just.
Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I swear I'll never be a sad no way. My enemy. I swear I'll never be a sad. Look out for yourself.
For second place, we return to the world of Undertale, with Nereo bringing you not just an incredible Beat Saber map, but creating an actual boss fight using Noodle extensions. This is so in the spirit of the original Spider Dance that it's easy to feel like you're actually in Undertale. The phases are creative, it's not too difficult, so it's quite accessible, and it's just all around a fantastic map to play. And finally, that brings us to the number 1 spot on my list, which goes to an extremely underrated map by Cultain and Anchor. This is Waterflame's Thunder Zone V2, and the thing that really gets me in this map is the movement. There are pretty much constant walls, and the blocks guide you around them, steering you left and right in an intuitive way, all while fitting perfectly with the music. I'm a sucker for good movement, and this map is good movement taken to absolute perfection. I've included the Expert and Expert Plus difficulties in the video to play you out here, and on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy what I believe to be the best map I played in 2021.